So I will not go through each and every point of this, just as to reinforce the comment that I made, that we are an innovation leader. Starting even before the full clinical system started in 1978, we started the first experimental MR system, that was in 1978. And as you see, moving around, at every periodic interval, we've been bringing up a new innovation in the market. Interesting for you would be that in 2006, you can see this here, in 2006, we already came and demonstrated a first head MR PET image. MR PET, of course, is still a topic which is in development, but we came up with the insert for PET inserts in the MR. The first clinical images were produced in Germany and in a prototype in already 2006. And of course, in 2007, we even started delivering 7 Tesla to a good number of research institutes. So this is where the technology is moving, and I think we have probably 11.4 Tesla. So you should know that while we are all discussing about the 3 Tesla, there are about 17, 19 centers around the world who are clinically using a 7 Tesla. I have 2 slides on that later. And there is, I think, 1 center which has 11.4 Tesla, which is still not approved for human studies. It's still animal study. But there is 11.4 Tesla whole body MR, which is Siemens has put together to a research institute. So these are another interesting technology trends that you should be proud of from Siemens. You know the wide portfolio. We are probably the only company which has a portfolio starting from a permanent magnet as a 0.35 Tesla permanent magnet, and as I said, going all the way up to the 7 Tesla here, as you see. Plus, of course, there is this 11.4 Tesla, and in between we cover the whole range of products that you are familiar with. So you are part of a user of an organization which serves not just the need of the high-end research institutes of the 7 Teslas, we serve the needs of the developing markets, also in the rural of the developing markets, even with products like the Magnum C with the 0.35 Tesla, which we have a good number of installations around the country. Some more on the innovation. I don't know how many of you know, Siemens has a very interesting solution called the intraoperative MRI. I'm sure some of you have seen it and some of you have heard about it. Intraoperative MRI is a room solution in the OR, mostly in the neuro OR. Inside the OR, you have an MR. And here we have different configuration. Interestingly, in India, we already have 3 centers where the intraop MRs are installed, and 2 of them are operational. The third one will become operational. We have Max in Delhi, which is the first one with an intraop MR. The second one was Kokilaben Dhirubhai Ambani Hospital in Bombay, and that they went in for a solution like this, which is very interesting. They have an MR which is hanging on the rails, and this MR moves between 2 different neuro OTs. So when an operation is going on here, if you want an image in that room at that time, the MR actually moves. It's like a train hanging down. It's an MR which is moving from the middle location to the inside the OR. The imaging is done. It comes out. It can turn around, do regular imaging, and go back to the other room. So this kind of innovative stuff is not just a theoretical possibility. It is a clinical reality today. So intraoperative MRI. So Max is already up and running. Kokilaben Dhirubhai Ambani Hospital has it running. And the third one, which will go live, will be in AIIMS. They will also have a intraop MR of this kind of a configuration. So that's another interesting innovation, just for you to know that the world of MR is really evolving. Some of you might have heard about this. In the RSNA 2009, we launched again 2 more new products, which are called the IRA and Skyra. What is, just 1 second on this, what is interesting about this, that these 2 systems start with 48 channel as a basic configuration. Now we're all talking about 4 and 8 channel. We are something which we are looking to see the clinicians to bring up the relevance of these products. We already have good number of installations around the world for products like even IRA and Skyra. And in India, we already have the first Skyra up and running. That's at HCG in Bangalore. And very soon, in the next 2-3 months' time, we'll have probably 6 of them running in the country. And the first images from this Skyra kind of a system is extremely exciting. Rajesh was there and he got so excited, he dumped all our mailbox with 50 MB of images. Probably he will say a few words on that. So, again, pushing the envelope of innovation further. This is happening. I mentioned to you about the 7 Tesla, just to tell you that these are the 19 sites where the 7 Tesla is clinical, the research sites which are clinical, and you would say, why are they interested in 7 Tesla? Just for this reason, that you get a resolution which is unseen so far. So we call this as a human in vivo. Typically what you would see in a cadaver, or when you open the human anatomy, you have to physically open and see. You're seeing in vivo from an imaging modality. This is something normally which you would probably see in a textbook. When you open a anatomy textbook and see this is how the landmarks are. This is seen from a real live human being without opening him up. And this is some of the reasons as to why the researchers are now looking into how to put this to a clinical use. It's still a research platform, but it's a reality. At least in the research platform, this is a reality. And you will see as to, you can see the cerebellum, the kind of resolution. This is from a laptop to a projector, and you would see what it means in front of a monitor, which is a medical grade monitor. The resolution is far more better. So this is one of the reasons why the world is looking at things like this as well. I've been talking to institutes like AIIMS and IIT Delhi and others to see if they would take the lead in bringing up the first 7 Tesla in the country. Everyone is saying, yeah, we are looking at it, but I hope probably in the next couple of years, we might see a 7 Tesla also in the country. And I think as a country, at least we need few of them in the country, purely from a scientific perspective. I mentioned about the MR PET quickly. In 2006, we did the head imaging. You will hear, I think I'm allowed to say this, you will hear this in the RSNA, that the whole body MR PET is a reality now. So we are now talking about a clear deliverable product of a whole body MR PET. And this, I think, will be will begin to appear around the world within the next 12 to 18 months' time. The clinical settings in terms of MR PET, which is whole body, not just head insert. That's another interesting thing. So this brings me to the end of what we are doing. As I said, there is so much that's happening around in this last 5 or 10 minutes. I gave you a glimpse of what is the dynamics happening around the world, purely from an industry perspective. MR is an industry. You know that what kind of systems are, that the 1.5 Tesla is still the 2/3 of the market, but the 3 Teslas are now about 20% of the market. You see the kind of innovation that we are pushing. You also see the kind of range that we are working on. We are not working only in one segment. Even on the Magnetum C, there's so much of innovation that's happening in terms of newer softwares that are being introduced, or the Essenza. So this is, you are part of a community, you are part of an organization, you are part of a community which is very progressive, which is investing every year continuously on innovation, and innovation which is benefiting eventually the patient, right? It helps you to diagnose better, and we are here to understand something more in detail on many of these topics, not on, of course, not on 7 Tesla, but the agenda is in front of you. It's a very packed agenda, and I'm sure you find the agenda mostly relevant to you because we took inputs from many people when we put the agenda together. So the Magnetum world is, we are part of the Magnetum world where we bring customers together. India is one of the few countries where we do it within the country. Normally it's a global experience, but then you can't have 200 people from each country going into one location. So we find it very relevant to do it within each country. So we will try and see if we can do more than at least once in 2 years' time. And as I mentioned to you in the past, we had asked for, we requested volunteers to come together to help us to put the program together. So this is the members of the steering committee. I'm sure you're familiar with all of them. On behalf of Siemens, I want to thank the steering committee members. My heartfelt thanks for taking this responsibility. Can I ask them who is already present here just to stand up for a minute? Anyone present here? Dr. Kundu, Dr. Kohli, Dr. KGS, okay. So please give them a big hand because it is their responsibility. And with this 10 minutes of talk, Siemens hands over the whole program now to the steering committee. Now we will do what they want us to do. Again, welcome to all of you, a hearty welcome. Make the most of it, interact as much as possible. And I now invite the steering committee members to take over and relieve Siemens so we can join and do whatever they want us to do. Thank you once again.